restaurants last night. We treated ourselves. We're now going to wash the bikes, get coffee, and make our way eventually to Virginia City, where we'll determine where we're going to stay. We don't know, but you're going to love Virginia City. There is 2 Virginia cities. I've already been to one and I can't remember which one it was, so I'm wondering if the one I'm going to today is the one that I've been to before. If not, there's another one near Carson City, which is Las Vegas, the other end of the trip. So these bikes are so muddy, we're going to clean them. We found a bay wash thing. I do really like Helena. I love Montana, but I particularly like this town. It was so lovely walking around. They had Bud Lights on the houses. Just beautiful. Okay, so that's where we're going today, Virginia City. We've got some places we've been advised to call in, some hot springs and things like that. We'll see about that. And it's just been, and not a cloud in the sky. I think it's going to be in the 30s today. What a shame it wasn't like this yesterday when we did bloody going to the Sun Road. But where's he going? Where's he taking me? But, you know, in the mountains like that, in that when you get high like that, the weather's always tricky. Those clouds can be always tricky. I'm glad we got half of it in. Anyway, let's go and get these things washed and coffee. Today's episode, which is episode, can't remember, 14 maybe, I'm losing count, is brought to you by Yoel Hartwig from Mount Macedon in Victoria, Deirdre Hearn from Cameron Park. Hi Deirdre, thanks again. Claire Hocking, the lovely Claire Hocking from Miners Rest. Thanks Claire. And Alan Holmes from Walker in New South Wales, Australia. Thanks Alan, that was very generous of you, I appreciated it. And last but not least, we have Jessie James, love that name, from Phoenix in Arizona, USA. Thanks guys, appreciate the support. Today's Taking Care of Business is from Wayne, I hope I say this right, Bergstrom. And Wayne is all the way over near New Richmond, I believe. Anyway, he is a vendor at this year's Indian Bike Week, and we will be seeing Wayne in August after Sturgis. So thanks, Wayne. Apparently the best coffee in town, in Helena. I'm having huckleberry smoothie.
It's the huckleberry with ice and a bit of milk.
Great. And huckleberry is like the native fruit, right?
Yeah, it's native to Montana.
Great.
They grow at like higher altitudes, usually
okay.
where bears are.
Where bears are, because they like them. Okay. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you. So Damien's just having another chat. When we go to supermarkets, he'll stop and chat to the checkout chick and just say, how's your day been? I'm halfway out the door. In fact, I'm halfway home. Then I realise he's still chatting. Here he goes. Chat. Loves a good chat, Damien does. There's his coffee. This place is supposed to be the bomb. It's a very cool place. I'm trying huckleberry, and let me tell you, it's beautiful. So we'll get to his coffee review any minute now. Today, Virginia City. Then we'll suss out if we stay there and find some accommodation out of town, or we get down a bit further. It's really nice actually not really booking too much, so we can just make the call at random. Here we go. Come on, do it. It's supposed to be the best coffee in Helena. Everyone's raving about this place. No, it's a fail out of 10.
Okay. Let me just go one more time.
Okay.
Because it's balancing between a 3, 3.5. Hang on. Yeah, it's probably about a 3.5.
Yes, it's another shit show. I think we might only do one coffee review episode now. It's getting tiresome, isn't it? Listening to Damien's whining about the coffee. It's not up to Aussie standards.
Harley came from Miami, FLA. Hitchhiked away across the USA.
vacuuming the gravel. So we're here getting fuel at Boulder, just outside of Helena. We might get into Yellowstone actually. Right, let's work this out. My transaction's been cancelled. What zip code do we use? Fucking pain in the fucking ass. So what do we got to do? We got to pay first. Is that right?
Yeah, it started.
Good God. Okay. Wouldn't want to be in a fucking hurry. Right. Prepaid $20. So what we do in future though, if it asks for that, we do our Australian postcode then a 0 to make it 5 digits. So if that's going to bring it left handle. What a lot of rigmarole, huh? So I had half. I was under half. I was between a quarter and a half, and I asked for $20 worth, and that's plenty. It only took 14. Going to the hardware. Not much happening in Boulder. That was it.
Plucked her eyebrows along the way, shaved her legs, and then he was a she. She said, hey, babe, take a walk on the wild side. Said, hey, sugar, take a walk on the wild side.
Urban Trail. Google it. I don't want to read all that. I've just stopped here for a bit of Damo's drone footage. Let's have a look.
From out on the island, but in the back room she was everybody's darling. But she never lost her head, even when she was giving head. She said, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side. And the colored girls go do 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 do.
This is a different Virginia city, it's not the one I remember. So that's the one in Nevada, I reckon.
I've got to work on it.
Oh, let's have a look around. It's up here, Hangman's Museum, Road Agent's Roost. Okay. Okay. Yeah, well, yeah, is it restaurants in here? Well, that's the exit. Today's food, Caesar salad. Guess, a burger. Damien's having another beer. I had ginger beer. I had this 1946 ginger beer. So we're here in Virginia City. Now we're going to stay at West Yellowstone, I think. It's about 80 miles, so about another couple of hours. And that's at the entrance of Yellowstone. We'll do Yellowstone tomorrow into Idaho Falls. Thursday night, ready to take his biking for a service Friday. Down here is the oldest saloon in the state of Montana called the Bale of Hay. I don't think they had this music playing back in the day.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day.
3777. This lady, who's a local here, is going to tell us what this means.
So that was the first code of law in the West, and it started right here in Virginia City in 1863 after they struck gold a quarter mile up Boulder Gulch.
Right.
35,000 people swarmed here, and there was no law.
Okay.
So a group of supposedly upstanding gentlemen decided to become the law, and they called themselves the vigilantes.
Okay.
If a vigilante wrote this number on your cabin flap, tent, wherever you lived,
yeah.
once you saw that, you had 3 hours, 7 minutes, and 77 seconds to get out of town because you were an undesirable, or you would be hung and put in a grave 3 feet wide by 7 feet long and 77 inches deep in the ground. And they hung over 52 men between Nevada City and Virginia City during their 2-year stint here until real law came. And then most of them ended up being bad, including Sheriff Plummer, who got hung over in Bannock. And to this day, every Montana Highway State Patroller has this patch on their jacket and that sticker on their car.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
And that code of law spread all the way to California for 2 years as well.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I tried to remember that before, and I thought, no, I'm just going back to the lady
Perfect.
who told me about it. And this is your store?
Yes.
It's fabulous.
Thank
Look at
you.
all. Oh,
Appreciate
if I wasn't on a motorbike,
Right.
there's so much I'd like to get. Okay, let's get that for a
All right,
start. So
amazing.
this is wonderful. This is JB from a place called Anaconda. It's not a hiking store like it
No.
is in Australia.
No,
It's actually a real
It's
town.
a real town, and the town isn't named after a snake either. It's
Okay,
actually
yes.
named after a mine that was close to Anaconda, and that was where they first hit their big copper boom.
Right.
So-
And what was, you said something about the tallest structure.
So we have one of the tallest freestanding structures. It is an old smelter. It stands 180 some odd feet high,
Yep.
and that was one of the big booms for Montana.
And how far is Anaconda from Virginia City, where we are right now?
About an hour and a half, 2 hours,
Oh, okay.
so probably 120 miles
So
roughly.
you're a local from Montana.
Yep, born and raised.
It's a big state, isn't it?
Oh, huge.
This is your pub?
I'm just
Yeah, you're the like
manager.
The manager of it there. It was wonderful. Best ginger beer. Is that something I can buy in other places?
It's called Cock and Bull.
Cock and Bull. I liked it. It was great. Well, thank you so much for looking after
Thank you,
us.
guys.
We're now going to West Yellowstone based on your recommendation.
Yeah.
And we're going the nice way round. Tell me about your grandmother.
Wagon train.
My grandmother did 13 wagon trains back and forth from the Great Lakes to Virginia City here.
Yep.
She was on the original wagon train from Bannock
Right.
to Virginia City, and she lived in Fort Benton for a
So
while.
she rode 13 wagon trains.
She did, back and forth, and each time she brought more cows, more things.
She's
She
been
was
around the
keeping
trail
men
a
in
few
line,
times.
for
Right.
sure.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Madeline. That was lovely.
I'm so happy I met you guys.
Oh yes,
Oh,
it was
my.
wonderful. This is the town Ennis, Ennis. It's just 15 minutes from Virginia City. It's been interesting coming through the small towns. Most stuff is closed, and the only things that are open are the churches and distilleries. Yeah, now we're on the way to West Yellowstone.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for it.
My bed, Damien's bed. It's good they have baths. A lot of baths in America. It's not bad, is it? That's your bed over there, love.
Oh, is it?
What did we pay for this? Two. One
204 something.
with taxes.
Yep.
Little Joe never once gave it away. Thought he was James Dean for a day. A hustle here and a hustle there. New York City's the place where they say, hey babe, take a walk on the wild side. I said, hey sugar, take a walk on the wild side.